Yo, what is good, guys? It's Jydell. Welcome back to the Rebuild channel, JDL. And today we are going to be simulating Cade Cunningham's entire NBA career. We're going to see how 2K thinks he's going to do. And we're also going to be able to see how Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, all the other boys from this draft class end up doing. So I'm going to be a neutral bystander. I'm just going to be the Wizards GM. I'm going to automate everything I do. And every year we're just going to check in on Cade and see how he does. So without further ado, this is going to include injuries. Well, I'll see you at the end of the season. All right, Jokic was the MVP. Mobley ended up winning Rookie of the Year, not Cade. Just do override. So Cade was the leading scorer of the rookies. He averaged 6.5 rebounds, 8 assists. This is an amazing rookie season. 18, 5 and 6.5. 18, 5 and 6, we'll say. Shooting 47. That's pretty good for a rookie. 60, 36. And what is going on with me, bro? Pretty good free throw shooting. Pretty impressive rookie season from Cade. I'm not sure how he actually didn't win Rookie of the Year. Yeah, he averaged more points than Mobley. Mobley did get 11 rebounds. I don't know. That seems strange to me, but it is what it is. So, of course, all rookie first team. Cade did make it. So did Jalen Suggs and Jalen Green. Jalen Green, 17, 4 and 4, so the least impressive, but 51% shooting is pretty good. Evan Mobley, just chugging along. It makes no sense that Cade didn't win Rookie of the Year, but let's see these team records. Looks like none of them made the playoffs. So Cade's Pistons only narrowly edged out my bystander Wizards. They went 31 and 51. Out of curiosity, did Cade not play enough games? What happened here? So he actually played and started all 82 games, didn't have any injuries, so it's really strange he didn't win Rookie of the Year, but it's not in the playoffs, so we'll start next season. All right, year 2, the Pistons. Let's see how they built around Cade. They signed Julius Randle in free agency, or they traded for him. They got Saddiq Bey. Valanciunas, they also brought in to play with Cade. Okay, so now Cade has some nice big men on his team. Still got Jeremy Grant. Killian Hayes, 81 overall. He was the rookie they drafted the year before. He's developing. Dubia, 76, but only 21. Stewart, 75. So Cleveland has built an interesting team around him. Valanciunas and Randle, okay shooters. They're not bad shooters for big men. It's an interesting team. So I'm curious how Cade does. I wouldn't be surprised if he made an all-star team here in this second year. It looks like he's set up for some success, some sex. I mean, he's an NBA stud. He's probably set up for that too, but not the focus of the video. Okay, we'll go to the end of the regular season and see how he did. Jokic, Rookie of the Year, Marcus Zegargowski. I downloaded a draft class, so I don't know if that's a real dude or not. But Jonathan Kuminga, Most Improved. Okay. Coach of the Year, Willie Green. What team is Willie coach? I think he's a real coach. I should know this. But I don't. Hey, look, I think he just got hired this real life, and the NBA season hasn't started yet, so cut me some slack. All right, Luka Doncic first. Cade Cunningham made the first team in his second season. I told you guys, set up for success. He averaged 23, 7 and 11. That's actually godly. 40, damn near 50% shooting, 42% from 3, 90% from the field. This dude is on track to be one of the greatest point guards ever so far in the sim. He missed 3 games to injury. I don't think the CPU rests their players, so 3 games to injury. He had 10 triple-doubles. Obviously, he made the all-star team, first team NBA, second team all-defense as a second-year player. That's kind of wild. So Cade is off to a great start here. His Pistons are the #1 seed. Wow. And Houston actually made the 7th seed. Cleveland made the 3rd seed. So Green and Mobley are also putting their squads on, it looks like. This is about Cade, though, so I'm not going to check in on them. I'll just check in on Green and Mobley every 5 years unless they win the championship. Like here, Cleveland actually almost won the championship. Houston lost in the first round at 7. Cade's Pistons ended up losing to the New York Knicks in the second round. The Knicks have Levine, Amoni Bates, RJ Barrett, Duncan Robinson quickly. So interesting that Knicks replaced Randle with Levine. Sure, that's a tough one. I feel like Levine's a better player, but obviously Randle brought his team a bit further this year. So I don't know how to feel about that. It's hard to compare guys one-on-one like that sometimes. But here we go. Going into year 3, Cade looks like he's set up for success. Let's see if the Pistons change anything about their squad. All right, Cade is now the best player on his team. I think probably was before too. 94 overall. Randall's a 92. RJ Barrett is now on the Pistons. He just left the Knicks to join Randall on the Pistons with Cade. This is getting really interesting. They still have Killian Hayes. I wonder what they're going to do with this dude. An 84 overall at only 22 years old. This guy, like, they have 2 point guards with a ton of potential. Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Jonas. I actually like the way they're building this team. A lot of good young dudes. They might win the championship in only his 3rd season, but we'll see. At the end of Cade's 3rd season, Jokic is just racking up MVPs. This is his 3rd one. His 3rd in a row. Jokic is a monster. We all know that. All right, Matt McClung, Rookie of the Year. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe he just didn't get to play his first 2 years, I guess. Mobley actually wins Defensive Player of the Year here. He is also racking up accolades just like Cade. He made a 2nd team All-NBA, it looks like. Impressive stuff. Luka Doncic, of course. Cade Cunningham, another 1st team. He made another all-star team. He made another 2nd team all-defense. So he is just a monster. His Pistons are the 4 seed this year. Mobley's Cavs didn't make the playoffs after making the finals last year, and Jalen Green's Rockets did not make the playoffs. So let's see if Cade can lead his team to a championship here. And they lost in the 2nd round again, this time to Indiana. I know that went by really fast. Boom. Who is on the Pacers? Matt McClung led the way. Sabonis, Capella, Gary Harris, Jokic on the Pacers? Okay. The Pacers ended up losing to the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram, Zion, Murphy, Bol. Okay. So NBA is taking a weird turn. But honestly, that's how the NBA's been. I feel like superstars just change teams every 2 years. But you wouldn't expect it to be Jokic. Cade's 4th year with the Pistons. Let's see if they signed him to a contract extension. They have not yet. He's still with Randall, Barrett, Hayes, Sadiq. So they haven't really changed their team at all. They got a lot of the same guys. Looks like Jonas has kind of fallen off a little bit for them. So I feel like they're going to be just another top 4 seed. I don't know if they're going to win the title, though. Looks like they haven't really changed their team enough. We'll see. I don't know. Is he going to leave in free agency? We'll see what's about it. I feel like he's going to sign an extension, but not sure. See you at the end of the season. Jokic with a 4th MVP. Awesome stuff, Yoki. Willie Green, this dude is racking up Coach of the Years. Cade is out with a sprained knee. Ooh, so he might miss the beginning of these playoffs, but he was an absolute monster again. He made another 1st team, another all-star team, another 2nd team all-defense, so he's just been stuck on that 2nd team. 24, 11, 8, 53% shooting, 46 from 3, 94 from... Dude, like, this is insane. These stats, these shooting percentages are absurd, but I mean, it is the 2K sim. We acknowledge that. So Cade's Pistons are the 3 seed. Let's see if he actually can win here. And they do. They come back. They come back down 3-2 to win. Is Cade still injured after that 1st round series? He's no longer injured. All right, his team is healthy. They didn't make any trades mid-season. I think the computer doesn't do a lot of trading. Here we go. And he loses in the 2nd round once again, but Evan Mobley just won Finals MVP with the Cavs. He averaged 25, 13, and 2. Not much of a passer, I guess, but 57% shooting, 54 for a big man. That's insane. So Evan Mobley, maybe he should have been the 1st pick in the draft. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Honestly, every year in the draft, there's always the dude. Everyone's like, this is the #1 pick. It'd be stupid not to take this guy #1. You look back at the NBA drafts, how often does the 1st pick actually end up being the best player? It's just food for thought, but so far, Cade is actually having a disgustingly good career. Like, in this deciding Game 7 that they lost, he put up 36, 15, and 6 on 15 of 21, 5 of 10. Like, this is an absolutely insane game. I don't know how the heck his team lost. He had 15 assists and 3 turnovers. Like, the Celtics must have just not missed any shots in this Game 7. So Cade has just been killing it. Maybe he is the best in the class. We don't know. Seems like so far. It's him or Mobley. Green has not really been in the picture, but after this next season, we'll check in on his team. Okay, so the Pistons, after that season, they signed Steph Curry, and they lost Cade Cunningham to free agency. It looks like Cade, either they traded Cade or Cade left. Let's see if he was traded. So the Pistons did sign Stephen Curry to a 2-year, $80 million deal. They made a bunch of changes to their roster. Looks like they just lost Cade to free agency somehow, so let's see what team he's on now. So actually right now, Cade is a 96 overall. That makes him the 6th highest rated player in the league. The only people ahead of him are Luka, Zion, Giannis, Jokic, just the absolute beasts. Jalen Green is a 95 overall though, so let's keep that pointed out. Looks like Cade signed with the Clippers. Looks like Jalen Green went to the Brooklyn Nets. So Cade is a Clipper. He is teamed up with Jonathan Kuminga, Darius Baisley, Keon Johnson, Buddy Hield. This is not quite as good of a team as his Pistons team. I don't know. Left for LA, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's see these Brooklyn Nets. It looks like they signed Jalen Green. So they got Jalen Green, Michael Porter Jr., Okongwu. So everything has changed about the NBA at this point. Nothing is the same. It's like a Drake album out here. Jokic on the Pacers is still weird to me. Luka's on the Nuggets. Why would he wait for Jokic to leave? Imagine if Luka and Jokic are on the same team. That would be disgusting. But we're like a bar of soap. Nothing's too disgusting here. So I guess we're going to be keeping up with the Clippers now. We'll see how they do. All right, Jalen Green is the first MVP of the draft class. He averaged 31, 6 and 6 on amazing shooting percentages. So things are getting interesting. Dennis Cheeks. Can we get a zoom in on this guy's face? This is Dennis Cheeks. Legend. Evan Mobley actually left for the Lakers after winning a championship. So Mobley left for LA, Cade left for LA, and Jalen left Houston for New York. So all three of these guys just chased the big market money. Cade was first team, Jalen was first team, and Mobley was first team. So this draft class has just taken over the NBA, apparently. 2K. The most realistic game of all time. Anyway, Cade with another all-defensive first team. So he's doing his thing. His Clippers are going against Mobley's Lakers, and Jalen Green led his Nets to the #1 seed. So we have an interesting round ahead of us. We'll just simulate the round. Oh, Cade's Clippers, I cannot get that right, just destroyed the Lakers. Just gonna view that Game 5 box score. And Cade didn't do much in that Game 5, but it looks like he didn't need to. Mobley went crazy for his Lakers. All right, we'll sim the rest of the playoffs. And the Magic defeat Cade's Clippers. Jalen Suggs, Finals MVP at 94 overall. You're telling me this draft class is going to produce 4 players of 94 overall or better? All right. Okay, we'll see about that. But, okay, so Cade, close. Very close with the Clippers, but not quite there. All right, Cade's Clippers. Doesn't look like they've changed a lot about their team. Added Saric, Hurdle, Ntilikina. I don't know how this team made the #1 seed, but let's see if they can do it again. Jokic has another MVP. This dude Jokic is just 5 MVPs. He only didn't win the 1 year that Jalen won it. That is just amazing. Okay, Cade, another first team. Dude is just racking up these first team All-NBAs. He's got 5 of them. He made it every year but his rookie year. He averaged less points. You know, his points per game is trending down, actually, it looks like, for his career, but he's still putting up a lot of assists, a lot of rebounds. He had a negative plus-minus this season, so I don't know if his team had a winning record, but he only played 71 games, second fewest of his career so far, 11 triple-doubles, so he had a good season, but I don't think his Clippers made the playoffs. They did not, so he misses the playoffs. So does Mobley's Lakers, and Jalen Green's Nets are the 4 seeds. So, not a great year for the gang. Luka and the Nuggets win the championship. All right. Okay, so the Clippers, they now, their team just seems to get worse and worse. They've got Cade, Kennedy Chandler, Keon Johnson, Cameron Johnson. A little too many Johnsons for my taste, but let's see what his contract's looking like. So he has a player option for next season. I think he'll probably stay with the Clippers, but we'll see. This is now his 7th season, so here we go. All right, Jonathan Kuminga now on the Bucks. He is the MVP. Interesting. Cade with another first team. Dude is just racking them up. A clean 23, 10, and 7. Great shooting as always. I think we're getting a little broken recordy with Cade here. So, and another second team all defense. This dude basically does the same thing every season. He's the 2 seed this year against the Warriors in the first round. See if he can win a title finally. And once again, Ben Simmons with the Finals MVP. We did not see that coming. Ben Simmons keeps showing up in my rebuild videos. He won't leave me alone. But Cade Cunningham, he lost in the second round again. This is becoming the norm for this guy. He seems to just lose in the second round after getting a high seed. This is like his typical season, so not much has changed. We'll see at the beginning of next season if he takes that player option, though. He did accept the player option. The Clippers added Porzingis to help him out. Yannick Nzowu, it's a rookie, I'm guessing. Cam Johnson. So the Clippers have definitely changed their team around Cade here. They added Porzingis. He signed a fat extension with the Clippers that's going to take him all the way up until he's like 31 years old. He's going to get paid $50 million a year. So Cade is racking in the cash, but not racking in the championships. So let's see if that changes this year with Porzingis on the team. Cade wins his first MVP, averaging 25, 11, 7, 50%, 94 from the free throw. I'm struggling. All right, so I'm sure he was the #1 seed. Yeah, man, with the MVP, the All-Star, the first team All-NBA, the typical Cade season outside of the MVP. Honestly, statistically, I don't think this was his best year. Actually, I guess it was his highest points per game. So, but not as high as shooting. I don't know if this was really his best season, but maybe there wasn't a lot of good options for MVP. Look at Chet Holmgren. So, the #1 seed, once again, let's see what he can do with it. He ends up losing in the conference finals to the New Orleans Pelicans. The Bucks win again. The Bucks now have Zion, apparently. NBA just gets weirder and weirder. But okay, Cade falls short once again. Looking kind of rough for him to win a championship at this point. If he keeps leading these teams to high seeds, they're not going to have the draft picks, not going to have the money with his fat contract to sign some help for the poor guy. So I don't know, Cade, you might need to request a trade, but we'll see. See what happens. Evan Mobley wins another MVP. Cade with another first team. He feels fine with how things are going in the Clippers. Still second team defense. He just literally the typical Cade season. This guy just does the same thing every single year. He's the 4 seed. Can he win a championship? He loses to Mobley's Lakers. LaMelo Ball wins a Finals MVP with the Pelicans. The NBA has gone full-blown weird mode now. Cade losing in the second round, second team All-Defense, a first team All-NBA, and around 24 points per game. This guy does the same thing every single season. Let's see if the Clippers can get him some help, man. I want him to win a championship just to mix things up. This video is getting somewhat repetitive now. So actually right now, Cade Cunningham is the highest rated player in the NBA going into this season at a 96 overall. It looks like he signed with the Denver Nuggets. So let's go take a look at what players the Nuggets have put around him. We've got Cade, Carl Lewis, Mitch George, so Amari Bailey, he's real. So we're at the point now where there's a lot of auto-drafted players, a lot of, players not in the NBA anymore, so these rosters aren't going to make a lot of sense, so I'm pretty much just going to look at the ratings. This team's all right. I don't know, if he couldn't get it done with some of those Pistons teams and those Clipper teams, I mean, those Clipper teams weren't that great, but I don't know, man. Weird career choice going to the Denver Nuggets, but we'll see at the end of the season if it pays off. Cade Cunningham wins his second MVP with the Denver Nuggets. He averaged 32, 12, and 7. Actually closer to 13. He pretty much averaged 32 and 13. That's just insane. He does have an injury. He has a twisted left knee. I actually have a twisted right knee right now. So he signed a pretty hefty contract with Denver. He has a $60 million player option when he's 35 years old. That's absurd. He made all first team defense again. So nice. He has the #2 seed. We might be seeing some big things from Cade here. Going against the Clippers in the first round, he beats them, loses to Portland in the conference finals, and once again, falls short. Okay, Cade. Come on, man. One of these years, you got it. You got it, man. You got it. All right. Looks like the Nuggets didn't really change their team around him. They just rolled it back, so we're just going to roll it back as well. All right. Some dude named Dylan Jordan win MVP. Cade Cunningham back on the first team. We love to see it. He made another first team All-Defense, so our boy Cade is actually kind of hitting his prime, his real stride here with the Denver Nuggets, but I just don't see a championship in his future. He's the 3 seed going against the Rockets. He lost in the first round. On the next season. So Cade is hurt. He actually has a dislocated right patella tendon. Probably not going to finish out this season with the Denver Nuggets. He only played 41 games, which is why he didn't make any of the All-NBA teams, but he was off to a crazy season. 33, 11, and 7. The great shooting, obviously, but he missed literally half the year. I'm assuming Denver's about to get walloped. Never mind. They lost in the second round. I mean, Cade didn't play, but we kind of expected that. All right, next season. Sherman Fry was the MVP. Who the fudge is that? Cade Cunningham, another All-NBA first team. He's an 89 overall now, so he's really on the downswing. We might not see a lot more years from him. He missed another 22 games to injury this year. So yeah, Cade's career is definitely coming toward the downturn now. He did have a 60-point game this year. His contract looks like he extended it with Denver. Good on him for that. He made another first team All-Defense. Or no, he didn't. He actually has not made a defense team in a while. I'm getting everything mixed up. So, Cade, #1 seed Denver Nuggets. Did we look at their roster this year? I don't know if we did. Did they change it up? Is this his year? They're the #1 seed. They didn't really change it up, so I don't know. They've won! He is an NBA champion! He is not the finals MVP, though. He is on his lay down. So Cade Cunningham finally wins an NBA championship. About time. It took him a Game 7. Not retiring off that, but we had to check. We did have to check. So he's finally won a championship. Let's see how many he can win before he retires. I think he's probably going to retire somewhat soon. Let's see if he finishes that contract or not. If I was him, and it's getting paid me $60 million a year, I don't care how bad I am on that court. I'm playing. All right, so Denver is going to run back their championship roster, I'm assuming. Looks like it. Cade is an 85 now. Oh, man. Our boy is fallen from grace. His progression chart, you know, it's still pretty beautiful, but definitely fallen off. He's on his 17th year. When is our man gonna retire? He did miss about 13 games, it looks like, but yeah, I don't know, man. This might be it for Cade. This might be the last dance. Maybe this is the second to last dance, third to last dance. Maybe he's not much of a dancer. I don't know. So Zion retired at 18 years as a pro. LaMelo retired at 17 years as a pro. A lot of young guys retiring. Cade, not quite. He's still going. Still chugging along. The Nuggets did not really put anyone around Cade in his 37th season. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I don't think they will, to be honest. This is the late career. This is the end. This is probably the end. I don't know. The relevant end of his career, I guess. All right, this dude, MVP. Evan Mobley is just racking up Defensive Player of the Years. We have not checked in him in a long time, but he had 3 MVPs. He's won 13 Defensive Player of the Years. Holy cow. This dude is just a monster. This dude is an NBA champion. I mean, his career and Cade's career have both been really good. They both only won 1 championship, so it's hard to say one over the other. Cade actually made it All-NBA third team. He had a bounce-back season. 25, 8, 3. Oh, the shooting is just getting really bad for Cade, though. And his Nuggets missed the playoffs. Man, this is depressing. Is he going to retire, though? Jalen Green retired. We'll just take a look at his accolades real quick. He won it. He really wasn't he wasn't the guy in this class, though. He really wasn't the guy like some of these other dudes were. So Cade is still going strong. I think this is going to be it for him. I'm guessing this is the last dance. All right, Cade, there's no way you made an All-NBA team. No way. He didn't. Okay. The Nuggets not in the playoffs. I think that might have been it for our boy. I could look at his stats, but they might be depressing. Ooh. Cade dropped all the way down to a 75 this year. He still averaged 18, which is as a 75 overall. I don't know how that makes any sense, but everything is pretty down here. Minutes per game are down. Everything's going down. Games played. He missed a bunch of games. He's been missing games the last few years. I don't know. Is that the end of Cade? That is the end of Cade Cunningham. 18 years as a pro. Retired at the age 38 season. His career average, 25, 7, and 10. That is amazing on 49% shooting, and honestly, he would have done better. It's just these last 2 years just crushed his shooting percentages. Awards, 2 MVPs, 1 championship, 14 All-Stars, 13 first teams, 1 second team, 1 third team, and we know he threw in some all-defense teams as well. They're just not showing anymore. Hope you guys enjoyed this simulation of Cade Cunningham's career. Do you think he should have been the #1 pick? Do you think Evan Mobley should have been the #1 pick? Jalen Green also won an MVP in the sim, but didn't do much else. So let me know what you guys think of that draft class of Cade Cunningham. I think he's going to be pretty good, but hey, we'll see. You never know. You really never know with the rookies. So leave a like below if you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to do a career sim of anybody else. We've done LeBron James in the past. We've resimmed his career. I love doing these resims. It's always so interesting to see where the players go, what kind of stats they put up, even though 2K inflates them like a balloon. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed it. Having a great Sunday, and peace.